Welcome to the next lesson, and in this lesson we will see that how we can do the conditional formatting. So in the previous lesson we discussed that how we can do the manual formatting, and so let's quickly recap the manual formatting, and then we will see that how we can do the conditional formatting. So for example, if we want to format this table, so we will first select the table. So again, one thing is important, that we have selected here the whole table. So this table is being referenced as block 1, which we can rename as well. So once you have selected the whole table, you will then click right under this block 1. You have in fact, on top of the block 1 you have this paint brush. So you select the paintbrush, and then you will have the formatting options. And if you click here on the text settings, the double A icon, so you can change some of the settings. So for example, if you change the font style, or if you change the color, so basically it will impact the whole table. For example, if I change the font color, so you will see that it will change the colors of all the data cells and all the headings as well, okay, because we have selected the whole table. So let me put it back to black. All right. And again, you can change the style, you can make things bold, but it will impact the whole table. If you just want to impact the data cells, so what you will have to do, you will select the first cell of the first column, press the shift button, and then you will go to the first cell of the last column. So that way you will select all the data cells. And now let's say I want to change the color of the data cells only. All right, and I will okay, I think that's enough. I can make them bold and italic and do some other type of changes as well. All right, so maybe one more thing that we can do while we already have selected all the data cells is, if we click here on the appearance settings icon, uh, we can put the borders. So here we have the all borders, so that will put all the borders to all the data cells. And maybe one more thing is, we can, let's try to put some background color. Okay, so let's put some background color as well. All right, and again it's up to you, you can go for any color. Okay, and so once you have changed the data cells, you can also change the heading. So you will select the first heading, press the shift button, and select the last heading. And again, let's put all the borders. Okay, and you can put the background color. All right, any background color. Okay, all right. And other than that, if you go to the text settings, maybe you can make them bold. Okay, and optionally you can change the font color, and but I think that is enough. Maybe just increase a little bit the font size. Okay, and another thing that we will like to do is to increase the width of the article label column. So what you can do, you can select the heading cell, and you go to the right corner, and you will see this two directional arrow. So you press the mouse button and increase the width. So the width of the whole column will be increased. Okay, so a little bit more. All right, and let's do same for the category column as well. All right, so here we have this uh, this formatting for the table, but this is all manual formatting. Okay, all right, and the last thing that we want to do for the manual formatting, and then after that we will move on to the conditional formatting, is we will select again the whole table. So we can see this block 1, the whole table has been selected. And then you go to the appearance settings, and you go to the background. So you will select any background color. Okay, so just go for any color. All right, now that background color that you have just selected, it may not be visible right now, but you will see this thing in effect once we will do the conditional formatting. Okay, so just wait just a little bit, and then you will see this background color which you have just done while you have selected this whole table. So that is just a quick recap that how to do the manual formatting, which we already have covered in the previous lessons. And now let's move on to the topic that how to do the conditional formatting. All right, so in order to do the conditional formatting, again, no need to select the table, just click anywhere on the white area. So in order to do the conditional formatting, you will have to go to this analyze section and then click on these three dots, and then at the last you have this option for formatting rules. So you click there, and then currently we don't have any formatting rule, so you'll have to create your first rule, and then in order to do that you will click here on the plus sign, so that will add a new rule, and you will have this window to create a new rule, and you will give it any appropriate name. For example, let's say we want to create a conditional format that if the sales is more than a specific number, for example, if the sales is more than 150, then do some conditional formatting. Okay, so let's call it sales format, or let's say sales formatting. Okay, any appropriate name, and again you can give the description if required. Okay, so once you have give the name to this new rule, and we are applying this rule on the sales variable or on the sales column. Okay, then you will have to create a filter or the condition. Now in the filter side you will click on this button, this three dot button, and you will select the object or variable. Okay, so you will select here object or variable, and then you will have to select the object against which or on which you want to create a rule. Okay, so let's say we are going to create a rule on the sale price. Okay, so you select that object and click OK, and then you will specify the filter that the sale price equals to, not equal to, greater than, less than, in between, not in between, and so on. So let's say in this example the operator that we are going to try is, let's say, greater than. Okay, so the statement will be like this, that put the formatting on those cells where the sale price is greater than a certain value, and the value that we are going to specify is, let's say, 150. Okay, so whenever this statement is true, wherever the sales price is greater than 150, then do the formatting. Now what formatting? So for that we'll have to create a sample format, or we need to define a format. So we click here on the format button, and we will have to define a format. So for that we will have to click here on the text button, and we will define a format. So in the format we will say that whenever the condition is true, the text color we will go for, let's say, this blue color. So the text color will become blue, and the text will become bold, and we can increase the font size if required, but I think that is enough. Other than that, we can also put the background color whenever that condition is true. So let's go for any background color. Okay, and we can do some other type of formattings as well. We can give it a different border style or a different border thickness and so on. Okay, so you can again try some of these options, but to identify straight away that on which cells that rule has been defined or the rule is true, so I think we can just change the colors, the background color, the font color, so that would be enough to identify that particular cell. So once you have defined the format, you can click here on OK. So you can see the sample as well. So that is how that particular cell will look like wherever this particular condition will become true. So this is the condition, sales price greater than 150, and that is how the formatting will look like. And you will click OK. All right, so this is one of the format or the formatting rule that we have just created. We are calling it the sales formatting. And again, we will click OK. All right, so now we have the formatting rule available. The last step that we have to do is to apply that rule in one of the column. Okay, so in order to do that, let's say we will click on this article ID. So you click on the first cell of this data column of the article ID, and then you will right click. Okay, so you right click, and then you will look for the option which is called the formatting rules. So you click here on formatting rules, and then you select that which rule you want to apply on the article ID column. Since we have only one rule available, so we will select this sales formatting rule, and we will click OK. All right, so now we can see that wherever we have the sales price greater than 150, the cells in the article ID column have been highlighted, have been selected with a different format. So again, we are applying this rule in the article ID column, but it will check the values in the sales price, because the rule is defined in a way that it will check the sales price whether it is more than 150 or not, and then it will impact the article ID column, because we right clicked on the article ID column and we apply that rule on that particular column. If we want to apply the same rule in the category column, so again all we have to do is to select the first cell, first, second, or any cell of that particular column, right click, and then you will find this option formatting rules, and then you select the rule that you want to apply on that particular column, and you will click OK, and you will see the same effect. Okay, and again, if you want to browse this report with more precision, and if you want to just go through all of the data, so what you can do is at the top right you have this drop down arrow. So you click on the drop down arrow, and you will change the view from design view to the reading view. So if you click here on reading, so now you are in the reading mode, and you can very easily scroll down the data, and you can move on to the next pages, so you can navigate the reports very easily. But again, this is not the design mode, so we cannot edit the report. So if you want to edit the report, so again let's go back to the page number 1 of our report, and if you want to edit anything further, so you'll have to go back to the design mode. Okay, so that is how we can work with the conditional formatting, and in the next lesson we will add some more features into the conditional formatting.